Hi, day 41. I've still got my flu, but I'm getting better. Um, Language learning is an endurance contest, as I've said. I've got another 49 days here to see what I can achieve in a period of concentrated study. But I think it's important not to put, as I've said before, not to put undue pressure on oneself. I know that I will improve. I know that I'm not going to master Korean in 90 days. I'm not going to master Korean in a year. I haven't mastered Russian. I spent 5 years, granted, not as intensely as I'm studying now. I really haven't. I guess the only language that I speak at what I would call like a really advanced level is French. I can pick up any book, literature, anything. I can have a conversation on anything. I'm okay. French, one language out of 12. I do fine in Japanese, Chinese, Spanish. I can conduct business. I can understand stuff. Haven't mastered them. Any language you work on, it's always a work in progress. So whatever I achieve in 90 days in Korean, I'll be happy. And the more time I'm able to spend on it, the better I will get. So, since it's a long term endurance contest, the important thing is to do things that we enjoy doing and not to put pressure on ourselves. I gotta learn this, I gotta learn that, I gotta be better, I can't make mistakes. Forget all of that. Just enjoy it. So I'm doing now things that I enjoy doing. And at this stage, I'm particularly enjoying doing the following: reading articles on Chosun Ilbo, which I import into Link, save words, look up the Chinese characters if they're available for different words. All of this is helping me get a feel for how the language works, how they use Chinese characters. I'm tagging some connector words so that I can review those. I have this general sense of how the grammar works, and I notice some of these patterns as I'm reading. So that's one activity. And that's basically in two stages. One, on the computer, saving new words, creating links for them, so that I can then go and read it on my iPad, where it's a little more pleasant to read using the iLink app. So that's one activity. And the other activity, of all the material that I have to listen to, what I find the most enjoyable to listen to is Kim Youngha, even though I don't understand it. It's so tantalizing to listen to it. His voice is so pleasant, his rhythm, everything about it is very pleasant. The subject matter, it's subjects of interest to me. It's literature, and every so often he'll recite an excerpt from a book, Yukio Mishima or something. Well, that's where I'm completely lost, because once you actually get into a book of literature, the language is too difficult for me. But when he's talking about it and talking about different aspects or people he met, he was in China and Shandong province, met some students, whatever. That part of it, I'm able to pick up more and more, and I notice, again, bits here and bits there. But it's enjoyable, and it's stimulating to try and get more and more of it. And that's what I'm going to do, and I'm happy, and I put in the time until I get tired of doing that. I might occasionally review some of these grammar patterns, but mostly that's it. And I'll talk to people. But it's those two things. What would be phenomenal for me? Kim Youngha has 53 podcasts. Each of them is roughly an hour long. If by some magic somewhere there was a class of advanced Korean students, in other words, native speakers of Korean who were studying Korean, and if they were assigned the task of transcribing, in other words, taking dictation, transcribing the 53 podcasts, Kim Youngha's podcasts, I would have the transcript. Because, to pay for it, it would cost a fortune. But if I could actually read and then mine those transcripts for the words and phrases and listen again, that would be phenomenal. So I'm putting that out there. If there's any place, anywhere, people want to take on the task of it would be a great learning exercise. And I could use them, and then we maybe, in an ideal world, we could approach Kim Youngha and say, look, here's transcripts. You want to put transcripts on your website. It's going to help in terms of spiders finding your website. Can we then share it in our community with the other Korean learners? But the first thing would be to try to get the transcripts. So if there's anybody out there with any ideas on how to get these transcripts, that would be phenomenal. One other thing before I leave you, it's my wife's birthday on the 1st of March, and it's a bit of a milestone birthday. And while I enjoy the winter here in Vancouver with the skiing and the hockey, my wife doesn't. She likes to play golf. So we are going for a week to Escondido, California, near San Diego. And we're going to just take it easy and play golf and celebrate her birthday. If anyone is in the San Diego area, we could even meet up there. I don't know. So I will be attempting, hopefully the Wi-Fi connections there are good, and I will be continuing to study my Korean, and hopefully we'll make some videos, and hopefully my flu thing, situation improves. So there you have it. It's day 41, and I'm just going to press on with what I enjoy doing. And I really enjoy. I've mentioned before, it's that you get that key content where you like the voice, the rhythm, and that's going to get you, because it's the rhythm of the language. If you've got the rhythm, you start saying things correctly, your pronunciation improves. That's what Kim Youngha's content seems to be doing for me right now, except I don't have the transcripts. Okay.